Hey, I'm Amberly Forrester, the Flow Coach, and today we're going to talk about how you know when it's time to quit your job and what to do about it. What is worse than waking up 5 days a week and going to a job you hate? I mean, there could be some things worse, but this is definitely a list topper. Are you having thoughts about leaving your job? Maybe it's time for a career change or time to finally start that business you've been dreaming of. Deciding whether or not it's time for a change can be a tough decision because I know some of y'all don't like change, especially in the unpredictability of this day and age. So as a life and career coach, I have created the following list of 9 signs it's time to quit your job. 1. You're checked out. When you're disengaged, unfulfilled, and you don't like being there anymore, chances could be that it is time to go, especially if you're one of those people whose face says it all. Can we say stank face all day? You're likely taking lunch breaks that are too long and slacking in your work if you're lacking the motivation to perform at your best. So consider moving on before you get fired. It looks better on your resume. 2, you have Sunday night anxiety. Dread it. When you are absolutely dreading going to work on Monday and can barely get a good night's rest, anticipating the torture that the next day holds. This is a sign that your work is not aligned with your vision of what you want to be doing to make a living. 3, you don't see a way forward. Are you feeling stuck or having mental claustrophobia? It feels like you've hit a dead end in your work. You feel stuck. You feel frustrated. Rightfully so. Maybe you've outgrown your work and reached your full potential in your current space. Don't let playing it safe or a fear of what's next stop your professional development. If there's nothing more that you can do to grow in your current position, it's likely time to keep moving forward. 4, you don't feel valued. You have talents and you're meant to let your light shine. If your employer is a hater and doesn't see the good in you, then you may not be in the right place. There's a quote that I love that says, "Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated." Shout out Amelia. If your higher ups feel like you're just lucky to be there, chances are they're not going to advocate for you or give you a promotion. Heck, they may be all out disrespectful, which leads us to the next reason to get out of Dodge. 5, you're in an unhealthy work environment. Is your work environment toxic and draining to your soul? Spending day after day, week after week with people you don't like is bad for your mental health and well-being. Maybe it's time to stop being as concerned about what others think of you as you are about what you think of them. Dis-ease causes disease. If your job is taking a toll on your mental or physical health, this is the ultimate red flag. Run. 6, you feel like creating a work-life balance is impossible. Is your boss a total miserable workaholic with no life and thinks that you should be too? Let her or him work themselves into a grave if they want to, but don't let them take you with them. If you're constantly thinking of what excuse you can give to miss work so you can finally make some time for you, this is a sign that it may be time to plan your exit. 7, you're a highly emotional wreck and lashing out at your boss, coworkers, and loved ones. If you're feeling like anyone can catch it at any time, stop, breathe, and look within. Your dreadful outlashes could be less about them and more about you. It's time to sit still and figure out what's really frustrating you. 8, you give 0 Fs. I mean, you don't care about what you do, who you do it with, or anything they're talking about. If you feel like your whole work situation can pick a middle finger, why are you still there? Is it just about the paycheck? You do realize that the universe can provide for you from other sources, don't you? But only if you let it. You may be you're settling for mediocrity when greatness is awaiting you. 9, you're yearning for something more. You don't find purpose in your work. You feel like your time would be better spent doing something that brings you joy and allows you to put your best foot forward. Do you have a burning desire to bring an idea to life or follow an unfulfilled dream? Life is too short to keep procrastinating. What are you waiting for? Stop dreaming and start doing, even if it's just part-time for now. How many of the items on the list can you relate to? If it's all of them, then the survey says it is time to quit your job. Maybe the thought of quitting brings you discomfort or fear. Don't worry, that's natural. Many of us have a fear of the unknown. The best way to get over that fear and position yourself to win is to get clear about your vision, get confident about what you have to offer, explore the possibilities, set your goals, and take the time to create a strategy. And whether you are planning to transition or fully ready to take the leap, consult with a financial advisor to decide how much money you need to put away to cover your financial obligations. Hey, you may even be able to take a little breather and recharge before stepping into the next chapter of your career. That would be great, right? So for those of you who have decided it's time to move forward and pivot into a new chapter of your career, you can click the link below to get my 9-step plan to figure out your next career move. And check out www.quartzwellnesscollective.com for more information on our upcoming personal and professional mastery courses designed especially for women of color and the issues we face. This is Amberly Forrester, and I'm glad you've joined me. Now stop wishing and start doing.